Hey guys, welcome to Untitled here with another video. Today we are racing around Japan, and this is my little practice session, by the way. And as you can see in practice, we've ended up crashing. And I tell you what, that's a big crash we've had in practice for our confidence to be wasted. Now this is Q1, but this is the official Q1. This is just another practice session we had to do with some of my friends. Just gonna see who goes this fast, right? Testing out the limits, and as you can see, we've gone for another rollover. Oh dear, that's two really bad starts to my my practice and confidence heading into this weekend. I tell you that much, we go into there way too fast. Oh my god, how we kept that car, I don't know. Pradouts, who's an F2 driver, is the person I was practicing with this session. And as you see, going insane. But sadly, Jason, the Moto3 rider after the Italian Grand Prix Mugello, has passed away. And this race, whatever happens, is for him, buddy. I hope you rest well wherever you are right now. Meanwhile, after moving on from a sad note to the championship leader, RSF1 stretch with the championship by 15 points going to this weekend. Anything is possible and anything can happen. Let's get on to it. Now, heading through 130R in Q1, this is the time now. I really need to get an official lap time in, otherwise we could be knocked out of Q1. That's not what I want. Heading into the chicane for the final couple of corners. Make a bit of a mess there, coming towards the line. Get a direct touch point, we go. P1 for now with a 27-1. And so far, that time's not been beaten, but we are improving. Heading through the chicane one more time. Purple on our sector 1, purple sector 2. Going to the line again on our second run. Well, actually, this is my third run. We've improved on our third lap on the same tyres. Right, that's good to know. Now, moving on the same set of times. We're going to go for another lap time, are we? Heading through with the S's. Heading to hit the apex. Miss the apex there slightly on the right. Don't hit the curb, I have. We're onto the grass. We're into the ground. Trying to go for a spin. We're into the barriers. Has that given me any wing damage? If it hasn't, I can get myself straight back in. But sadly, it did give me wing damage. And that is sadly the end of my Q1 run. Who Swift, by the way, has beaten my lap time by 2/10. It's a good lap by Swift. And looking at Millsy. Drew the S's into the wall. And that's Millsy out of Q1. Sadly, he is the only one as well. So he needs a new change up heading towards into a Q2 or the race even for next time. Meanwhile though, Swift starting this weekend in a strong positive performance with a 2.5-tenth gap over me. And as you can see, Millsy there is the only person being knocked out of the session. Toxic being close to being knocked out, you know. He wasn't too far away, just 3/10, but he wasn't far away from the next car in front of him. Moving on though to Q2, we're looking at Crazy Fish on the southbound tires, catching up to the car in front. That's Grunty. Grunty's gonna give him some dirt. Yeah. Oh, great stuff. Crazy into the wall. He's lost his whole front wing. He's very lucky not to retire on the spot. There is Crazy Fish, so he could continue on with his session. See if he can improve on any lap time here. Meanwhile, moving on to medium lap time. There's a crash. It's Swift. Swift has crashed. That's distracted me quite a bit. But Swift, who the fastest guy in Q1, is out in Q2 with a controller disconnect. That is humongous for this race. And probably the end of his championship as well, no matter what happens now. Swift cannot win the championship, I don't believe. So it's disappointing for Swift. Now heading towards turn 1. Clip the apex, clip cup. It's late apex, the exit of turn 2. Out of turn 2 we go, getting the exit on. Heading towards the S's then. Now you have to be brave through here, especially on the medium quad tires, clipping the curbs everywhere. They were certainly risking the car quite a bit. It's his right-hander. After his right-hander, we're heading towards Dunlop then. This fast left-hander. This is very easy to spin it out, as you saw in practice. Dawn has done that. It's grabbed all over the track. We managed to avoid that quite nicely. Heading into, well, this right-hander. I think it's Degner 1 and Degner 2. I'm not too sure on that. But out of Degner 2 we go then. Heading towards the next hairpin time. Got to brake as late as you dare. Try and get it a nice run out this hairpin. Clip the apex perfectly there. I get a nice exit onto this straight. Heading towards Spoon Curve now. This is not a bad lap time on the mediums, considering everything that's happened in this lap. Tell you what, the target time to beat at the moment is Toxic, as I messed up. Oh, messed up a little bit there through Spoon. Clip the grass to the right side. That's pushed me wide. Is this going to be enough, though, to get me through into Q3 on the mediums? I don't think so. It could be, though. We're going to find out. Heading towards 130R, the fastest corner on the calendar. And it's so sketchy as well through the fast left. Thankfully, we could trust the car flat out through there. Now heading towards the chicane. As late as you dare. Got to hit the apexes. Hit the one there. Hit the other apex there. Fire it off the line. Heading towards the start finish straight then. Is this a good lap? It looks to be P2, but only 3.5 tenths behind Quakers. And as you can see, at the end of Q2, we are on the last car along the grid. We are P7 at the moment. Is this going to be enough? We've got purple sector 1, purple sector 2. But I don't want to sit this lap time if I know I'm not gonna get knocked out Q2. And I haven't. Everyone has gone over the line now. Except for one person who goes P8. That means we are through to Q3 on the medium car time as well to start the race on. So So, gotta say, as long as we get a nice Q3 session, we could be the one to watch, shall we say. Further back, oh, Shane's off. Shane's out. RSF1, Shane has crashed. We had it truly out of the session there. Through Degner 2. Shane's just misjudged that massively. And one shot, my teammate has made it through on mediums as well. So things are looking very good for William, boys. But sadly, the people who are out are Shane, Toxic, Quirky, Matt, Blazer Guns, and Swift, all with a crash, or being knocked out. Well, Shane and Swift certainly are the unlucky ones there, especially Swift with the controller disconnect. However, Q3 time, Quaker gets the fastest lap of the session so far. How we haven't invalidated that, I don't know, but apparently that's legal. Coming towards the line, though. Can we beat Quaker's lap time? Oh, we can. By 2/10 of the session, Quakers has an advantage over us. So see if we can improve down a later lap time. Moving on to the same lap as you just saw. We've got green. We're up on our lap time here. Heading towards chicane. Don't bottle it. Through the final couple of corners. It's not a bad run. Heading towards start. Finish straight one more time. Is this going to be a new pole position lap? It's not, but it is an improvement on my lap time. And it's only 0.05% down. Now, final Q3 lap. Send it on or go home. At the minute, everyone else is starting their lap times. We'll start their lap times. We are the last car to start it. Heading towards turn 1 then. Oh, messed up turn 1 massively there to cut it way too tight. Hit the curb on the inside. Now heading into turn 3, left-hander. To turn 4, this right-hander hits, missing the apex again. They went down on our delta. This is not a good start to my lap time at all. Now heading through this fast right-hander. Heading towards Dunlop, this left-hander. The car's finally stayed with me through Dunlop. We've gone flat out through Dunlop almost. Now heading towards Degner 1, this right-hander. Oh, it's a bit off there. Heading to Degner 2. We need to find some time back in this lap time. We are still green on our delta somehow. I don't know how that's happened, but this is going to be close. See if we can get pole position or not. But I've got a feeling we're not going to be able to, as we are down on my delta again there for a second. Oh, he's the best. Gets up my way there. He is currently on pole position. Can we beat his lap time? I don't think so, unless we have a miracle of a slipstream or something. Now heading towards Spoon Curve. It's his left hand and then, oh, clip the curb again. Clip grass even. Now heading to Spoon Curve number 2. And who's this? This is my teammate. Is my teammate going to give me slipstream? Yes, he is. One shot is giving me slipstream here. Down this straight. And we are kind of getting an advantage from it. You can see the delta on the right side. Now it's going through 130. I'll flat out in the DRS slipstream as well. There you have it then. He's giving me the best slipstream I could have had. Heading into the chicane. Cut it nice and neatly. Cut it nice and neatly there as well. Don't lose the rear. I have lost the rear. No. Oh, he's the best, but I get pole position because I lost the rear. Coming to the line. We messed out by 200ths of a second. I's the best, gets your pole position by literally the smallest of margins. Me losing the rear there has cost me that massively. We get P2, Quakers P3, Spooky P4, and that is the way it goes. But there's the sector splits, as you can see. 31-2 with a 38-9 and a 16-3. My sector 1s, sector 2 and sector 3 could all have been in better, except for my sector 3 maybe. But saying that, even there, look, sector 3 was just so off because of my rear end slide. If my teammate hadn't given me slipstream, goodness knows how far back I'd be starting this Grand Prix in. But thankfully, it's P2. But as you can see on the formation lap, look at those tyres. They are so cool, in fact, on the formation lap. Here, we lost the rear. We're into the grass. Come on, don't spin it here. We got tyres. We still got to get these tyres to the end yet. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's underway. Oh, his best gets a great launch there. It's like he's jumped the start almost. Quakers gets a much better start than me as well on the mediums. I don't know if the lights glitched for me or not, because Quakers got right outside me and take a P2 in this Grand Prix. We've been dropped down to 3rd now. Oh, no, this is not a great start to my Grand Prix at all. And it gets to turn 3, 4, Quakers there wide. Side by side with Quakers into turn 5. Could have the inside into turn 6 though. Still side by side with Quakers. We are the mediums. I don't really want to be fighting here. So we go through Dunlop side by side. Going for the switchback on Quakers. He goes wide a little bit. We're going to overtake race tricks. Quakers isn't giving us a lot of space here. But I think it's Degner wanting out to back out. And yes, we do. Quakers covers the position quite nicely there. Moves itself into P2 in this Grand Prix, which is crucial considering I'm on the mediums and he is not. Right. Moving on. We got a safety car. Oh, this is going to make things interesting. Is anyone going to pit? I don't think anyone should pit. We're going to find out. Anyway, 10 red lights on board with Crazy Fish and away they go. Crazy Fish gets a terrible start as well. One shot was much better reaction time to Crazy Fish. And everyone else around Crazy Fish, in fact, got a much better start. They're going 3 wide into turn 1, giving each other space. They have done. Oh, Crazy's got a track limits warning there. It's a bit hard considering nowhere else to go. Out of turn 2, heading towards turn 3, it's left-hander. Everyone that's cleaned this so far through turn 4, there's contact, in fact. Shane's hit the back of Crazy Fish. That might give Shane some damage. Depends how big of an impact that was from Shane's POV. Heading through out this right-hander towards Dunlop curve. Don't know why there's yellow flags. I think it was Shane. Yes, Shane's binned it, in fact. Maybe that's why there's been yellow flags, because Shane has had a nightmare. Look at the start. Eyes the best gets it. He's completely gone off the line. Very impressive stuff from him and Quakers. So I don't know what's happened with the start here, but that's odd for me, not getting the best launch than my rivals. Because as you all know, I am very good at my starts, so a bit disappointed by that. Right, as we go for a safety car restart, Eyes the best pitted on the safety car. Interesting strategy. Not one personally I would have gone for. He didn't need to do that. But he has now got fresh tyres, I suppose. I don't know if he went for mediums or he went for softs. He could have gone for either at this point. We'll find out later on in this race. Meanwhile, Quakers is the one then who is going to be doing the safety car restart. Everything is up to him as we go into the chicane. When is Quakers going to release us? That is the question here as we head to the final couple of corners. Now, the final corner, Quakers. When are you going to go? I'm edging him on slightly. Oh, I'm getting too much momentum. I had to chuck on the brakes. Quakers has got the job on me massively there because I pressed the brakes instead of the accelerator. Away we go. And Quakers has gained on me there by 0.4 seconds. Not the greatest restart, obviously, but it's a restart nonetheless. And it's not the best. Well, it's a good restart considering he's gained the position and still held on to P1. So it could be worse, Quakers. But he's on the softs. He does need to be falling back, really. Otherwise, at the minute, I'm still winning this Grand Prix. Meanwhile, further back on Crazy Fish. Let's see how his safety car restart went. Heading through the chicane. Everyone's kind of juggled out. It's contact. Someone's lost their front wing there. I don't know who it was who's lost their front wing, but someone definitely has to get Swift actually. Look at Crazy Fish in the pie saying, oh, I think Swiftly lost his front wing. Ice Best though, is he going to go side by side with Ice Best heading towards turn 1? Crazy backs out of it this time round. Now heading into turn 2, this right-hander. Still, Crazy Fish holds on to his position as well. So, not a bad restart for anyone else except for Swift, who sadly's got damage. Quakers is disconnected. Has he? He seems a bit quick to disconnected, you know. I'm not sure. We have chunked on my overtake. Rage Mix coming to the line. We said the fast up the race. Though I don't know if Quakers has disconnected or not because look at the way his AI is using up. I don't know if it's using up ERS or not really. Heading towards turn 1. His car is lagging. I don't know what the hell's happening here, but Quakers' car is doing all sorts of weird things there. Now heading towards turn 3. This left-hander. Turn 4. Good out to get around the outside of it. Turn 5. I'm pretty sure his AI has lagged out the session. Up the inside of turn 6. Nonetheless, we get the move done, and that's P1 in the session now. And there's yellow flags. Quakers has dropped back massively. I think Quakers has disconnected from the session, and just now he has been disconnected. That is a shame for Quakers to lose the leads and the track position just because you've disconnected. That sucks for him, but it's not the first time we see this happen with Quakers at the front. I don't know if it's Wi-Fi or other people's Wi-Fi which is causing it to happen. But something is not right with Quakers' internet at the moment, or the game itself. Now heading into the final chicane at the end of lap 4, heading on to lap 5. You can see me setting the fast up the race as well overtake Quakers, but looking further back, side by side between Crazy Fish and Millsy, heading towards turn 1. Crazy Fish applying all sort of pressure to Millsy, heading towards turn 1. Crazy Fish on the medium, should be able to get past Millsy here quite easily. Millsy's picking up the fight though. Millsy managing to hold on so far. Millsy gets a bad exit though, up the inside of turn 3. Crazy Fish, you're brave lad if you're doing that. Millsy with a mistake gets a bad run. Crazy also gets a bad run. Now, oh, Crazy's supposed to the rear there. Now it's a car off the left-hand side. One shot. My teammate has crashed in the Williams after such a great performance starting on the mediums. He's not been able to pick it up. Crazy Fish up the inside of Millsy there. What a move. Aaron Dunlop heading towards Degner 1. What a move by Crazy Fish that was. As he heads through Degner 2 with the advantage of P10 with a 1 point advantage at the minute. Now, on board with me, we are beating Spooky here by 1.6 second gap. We got purple sector 1, green sector 2. My lap times are being absolutely consistent at the moment. Do the far hill, couple of corner sets coming across the line. Using to overtake a Rich Mix coming to the line. Is it a new fast up the race? Yes, it is. It's 31.1 now. Let's see if we can improve on that lap time as we come across the line this time round. Is this an improvement of the fast up of the race? Not quite, but already 100s off that lap time, you know. So, our consistency is very strong as we speak. Heading throughout the final couple of corners again then. Moving on to lap 10 now. Using up more overtake there. Coming to the line. Is this a new fast lap? Yes, it is. It's a 30.9 now. 2/10 faster than my previous best. And the gap is now 4.6 seconds. As you see, the lead is actually pitted there. So anyway. Now on board RSF1 Shane as he is catching up with Crazy Fish and Quirky Turtle. Crazy Fish going round the outside the hairpin of Quirky Turtle. They give each other plenty of space. What a move by Crazy Fish again in this race. Crazy Fish is making some overtakes I've not seen around this place before. Here comes RSF1 Shane side by side with Quirky Turtle heading towards... Oh, Shane's got inside of Crazy Fish as well. Oh, Shane needs to be careful. He's rejoining here through Spoon. There's been a contact. That's sideways for Shane. Oh, Quirky's been spun out there. That's probably going to go down to the stewards as a race against him, but we'll find out later on if it was or was not. Now looking at Camo now, it's getting up onto Spooky now. He's using the DRS, yes he is, he's in a standard mix. Come on, you need to up it here. Spooky, remember, just pitted, he was in P2. And he's being overtaken by Camo as he up the inside of Camo. Heading towards turn 1. And Camo gets moved on. This yellow flag, Spooky's crashed. Was that enough contact there to make Spooky crash off there? I was a bit surprised by that. Now on one crazy fish. Now got CSR Swift all behind him. Swift having an interesting Grand Prix at this point. We want to lap 16. Side by side, Smith takes the lead into turn 1. Not the lead obviously, but P3. Podium positions afterwards. Oh, he's disconnected. He's crashed out. He's crashed out with Crazy Fish. What the hell has happened to Swift? And it's ruined Crazy's Grand Prix. The first time Crazy finally has a good race. And it's been ruined by a disconnected wheel by Swift again. Oh, what is going on with this luck in this league for those guys? I don't know. And now on lap 17, we decide to come into the pits there. Don't want to speed. Get this nice and easily and nice and perfect. And into the pit lane we go then. Now, as you see, the tyre's completely dead. So actually, we couldn't actually do another lap if we wanted to. So we did need to pit that lap. Now, are we going to get held up in the pits? Are we going to lose any track position? Let's find out. Is this a good pit stop by Williams? 2.6. We'll take that, you know. That's not bad for Williams. Right. Eyes Best has continued. Remember, he has pitted actually. Eyes Best is technically winning this Grand Prix. As of the yellow flags, it's that's a virtual safety car. So that virtual safety car kind of helped me, not really. But look at the advantage Eyes Best got me, 10.2 seconds. If Eyes Best doesn't need to pit, he is winning this Grand Prix, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't need to pit. So, can we catch Eyes Best by the end of this race? We're going to find out unless he does have to pit again. Drew Dunlop curb. Using up to URS that we just gained as well. I saw there's a bit of a glitch there with my virtual safety car. It went like twice there. Quakers managed to gain some time away through that as we go through Degner 2. But as you can see, with already the soft advantage is humongous. And after quite a bit of time, Eyes Best did actually have to pit again. Pit to the end of that virtual safety car. So, fair enough from him getting out of the way of the traffic. Coming to the line though, start a new fast lap of the race. Not quite. That's only a 29.9, but I really need to improve on that. This is the lap though. I want to improve on this lap time. Coming through sector 1. It's another virtual safety car. These tyres not going to be good enough to do another fast lap of the race, I don't think. We're going to give it a go, but I'm not positive enough that they will. Meanwhile, through 130, why has the virtual safety car come out? Well, it's Swift versus Toxic. Toxic forced off Swift. Swift's gone for a crash with Toxic. Swift's crashed. Oh no, Swift is out of the race. After huge contact with Toxic, down to the fact Toxic gave him no room at all there. Disappointed from Toxic again. He just needs to give some space. And sadly, Toxic has left the league after this one because that incident, I believe. But to be honest, you can't be doing too many things like that. It's going to cause a lot of drama. As we get track limits warning. Oh, that's not too good. Although we haven't really got any pressure, so I don't know why I'm pushing this hard. Maybe just fast lap the race at this point. These guys will overtake, coming towards the line to complete lap 24. I'll go on to lap 25. 3 laps remain from me winning the Japanese Grand Prix. It's lap 27 out of 27, the last lap of the Grand Prix. Heading towards 130. We are using up everything we have to go for the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Heading into the chicane one last time. Got to hit the apex there. Got to hit the other apex there. As we do, coming to the line. This is not a bad run. Is it going to be good enough for fast up the race? It's not. And sadly, that means we're not going to get the full house. We do get pole though. We do get the win. We beat Stretch there by 1.5 miles. That's good news for us. Side by side on the last lap between RSF1 Shane, who gets past Grunty there on the final corners. On one with Shane then as he heads up towards 130R. In Rich makes it in overtake. Is he going to get past Grunty? Well, we already know he does, but how does he do it? Shane on the brakes. Marching in the Grunty. Yes, he is. Side by side into the chicane. And out of the chicane as well. That's just a superb overtake there by RSF1 Shane. Getting that move done. Gets himself into P5. He didn't need to do that, but coming to the forest line, he gets P4. Because on penalties and that. But it's myself from RSF1 Stretch, so the championship leader is still Stretch at the moment. As Quakers picks up P3, so not bad from him. He's still got a championship chance there by finishing P3 in this Grand Prix. Now, RSF1 Shane gets P4. Ice Best P5 after Ice probably could have won this Grand Prix if he hadn't pitted underneath that safety car. But he did what he had to do. And sadly, Blazer Gun finishing last from one shot. Millsy getting P14 in the end. But Swift is probably the standout driver there for a disappointing Grand Prix. Thank you guys so much for watching. All my condolences, all this race results, all that and the other, all goes to Jason. That's his family. Have a great rest of the day and goodbye. Bye.